Good morning. I've walked for about 3 miles now, well, just over an hour from the middle of Dundee, and I bumped into Archie. Now Archie, you was nearly talking me into it there about a kilt walk. Can you tell me what that's all about, please?
Well, it's just any child you want in Scotland, or just full stop.
Yes.
But it's obviously kilt walk. You wear a kilt, but you don't have to. And you can start with St Andrews to Montefife, which is 25 miles.
Yes.
Or you can do a Tayport. Right. You can see Montefife and walk over a bridge, or you can start in Dundee,
yes,
or Broughty Ferry, or whatever. You can do it as little or how long you want.
Right.
Have you? So, do you mean? Yes. So.
And this is next weekend, you say?
Next Sunday the 18th.
Next Sunday the 18th.
Yeah.
Well, yes. I don't know quite where I'm going to be by then, but nevertheless, it sounds very interesting. I've got to be honest with you. I've always fancied wearing a kilt, and. Please don't misunderstand me, I'm only saying this jokingly. It brings out the transvestite in me. But more practical is the fact that that means I wouldn't have to wash shorts and underpants on a regular basis, because they tell me that the Scotsmen, they don't wear anything underneath a kilt. Is this true, Archie?
That's correct, yes, it is.
It really?
Yes, that's true.
Oh, well, that's right.
Yes,
that's very interesting. Oh, well, yeah, I think I'll join up then. Let's hope the weather improves.
Well, yes, you're right there.
Don't want any gusty winds, do we?
I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed. Right, anyway, it's been nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yes, indeed. Take care.
Very nice. Very, very nice to meet you.
Yes,
a lovely
indeed.
lad. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye now. So this is another couple of walkers I've met, and we're near Porthwen, and this is Steve.
Hi.
And this is Janet.
Hi.
And you're from Stockport.
We are from Stockport,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay, my daughter lives in Chorlton in Manchester, so
yeah,
it's
we
not
know
too far
Chorlton
away.
well.
Well, we're
Yeah.
from Manchester originally.
Yeah,
so,
I like
living in
Chorlton,
Stockport
it's
now.
great, Chorlton, it's lovely.
Yeah.
So, where have you been and where are you going then, Janet?
We are on our way now. We're doing a circular walk from Bull Bay. So we're headed back to Bull Bay now. We've just been via Porthwen Brickworks, which is very beautiful. It doesn't sound it, but it's actually very beautiful.
Yes.
And we're walking bits of the coastal path 2 or 3 hours a day. Just really enjoying the weather and the scenery. It's gorgeous.
It certainly is. I mean, you say you've been here before, Steve?
Yeah. First time we came, we stayed at Roscollin, which is near South Stack, which is absolutely fantastic. Then last year we stayed in Mulfra, which is a beautiful little town or village on the coast again, and this time we're in Chemist Bay.
Yes. Well, I mean, I can't believe how actual stunning it is, and the people are so friendly.
Gorgeous, yeah,
Aren't
really
they?
nice.
Yeah, I was in the village last night just watching the Belgium football match, and there was a lot of young lads in there, sort of teens and 20s, and they were delightful. It wasn't like in Grimsby where you've got to watch your back. No, I'm serious.
No, it's not. You're right.
And
It's
I left my
very
video
friendly.
camera on the bar, and it was there all night. You couldn't do that in many places.
No.
And the thing I really liked is the beer was only £2 a pint.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I'm going back
Bonus.
there tonight for the England game.
Why not?
Yeah, we've met lots of friendly people. A lot of people out walking the dog. That's the one
Yeah.
thing you're missing. You've got to have a dog if you're on Anglesey,
I know,
I think.
yeah.
It's compulsory.
It's amazing the number of people you see with dogs, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know, they're out
yeah.
in swarms, aren't they?
Very
Yeah.
dog-friendly place, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a real pleasure to meet you. I
And
say
you.
this to everyone,
Yeah.
and you can keep in touch
We will
now.
do.
And you
Yeah,
can have a
we've
look
got
on
your card.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And this bit of film will probably be on in the next 4 or 5 days because I've got to edit it all.
Yeah.
Great.
I can actually walk quicker than I can edit.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
all the best.
Bye now. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'm doing quite well, and I'm not far now from Golden Cap, which is this big hill behind me. And I'm looking now, you can see Lyme Regis in the distance. And this is Ian and Jane. So what are you up to today, Ian? Where are you going?
Well, we're going to
Charmouth.
Yeah, Charmouth.
You're right.
Yeah, we're walking from Seatown to Charmouth.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll be disappointed to know there's no cafes open.
Oh, well.
As long as it's a pub, I don't
As long as
mind.
it's a
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, there's pubs in the village, but on the seafront there's nothing. I would have got a cup of tea in the village had I have known there was nothing open. But this is what it's like at this time of year, isn't it?
Well, actually, we're pretty well equipped
Well,
because we've got the primer stove,
Oh,
water,
wow.
tea bags, milk and
So
sugar
we always carry
in the
with-
backpack, so
well, that's-
we're fine.
That's brilliant. Oh, well done. And so, are you regular walkers on the southwest coastal path? Have you?
Well,
Oh, reasonably so,
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
yeah, this part
Yeah,
definitely.
this part anyway, we know
Yes.
it quite well, yes.
Yeah. Do you live locally
We live in Windsor.
Windsor.
in Windsor? Really?
Yeah.
Next door to the Queen.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
about,
Just about.
yeah. Pretty
Oh,
much.
well, yeah. Well, tell her you've seen Jim. She'll know him.
Oh, we will
We
do.
will. We'll say hello from Jim.
Yes. Well, look, it's been just a short hello, but it's been very nice to meet you.
And it's
you.
been nice to meet you
you.
too, Jim.
I've given you a card, and you look
Yep.
yourself up on YouTube tomorrow.
Will do.
Thank you. We'll do.
And good luck with the rest of the walk.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Bye.
So yeah, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you very
Valentine's
much.
Day, yay!
And here we are at the top of
Yes.
Golden Cap, and this is Graham and
Graham and Jill.
Graham and Jill.
And this is our regular haunt up here.
Really?
Yes, we're
So
very
you-
lucky we live nearby, so we're always up here, all sorts of weather, so it's amazing seeing it in different times of
Yes.
year, you know, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
amazingly like this. And
Yeah.
then we've been up here in the wilds when there's no other person around. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, really great.
Well, that's really good. It's lovely to see you two looking so happy on Valentine's Day.
We are.
It's welling me
We've
up.
been married 35 years.
Yeah. That's brilliant. And so are you on the coastal path a lot then? Do you do a
Yes,
lot
we
of
do.
walking?
We do,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially because we live near Axminster, so the stretch down to Branscombe from Beer, that's really
Yeah.
amazing as well.
Yes.
You must have done that
well,
one
you must have
already.
done
Yes, I've done that. Yeah.
So that's a really
yesterday
good
I did
section.
the woods from.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
It was yesterday. It was really swampy.
Yeah.
And last weekend I had off and I went to stay in Wales because it was a bad weekend.
Right.
And with a guy I met on the southwest coastal path, and he actually persuaded me to get sticks. To get.
Yes,
Yes,
oh,
sticks are
sticks.
really good.
And
Sticks
it
brilliant.
makes a massive
Oh,
difference.
it makes a huge
They
difference.
said 20%.
Yeah,
Yes.
They reckon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something like
40%
that.
less pressure on your knees.
Well,
And
yeah.
it stops you falling over. which is
Well,
the
that
main
was
thing.
well. I fell 3 times in a week. I
Yeah.
mean, I was covered in cow muck. I
Yeah,
just went
yeah.
headlong.
Yeah, no, it is. It's,
And
it's grim. And also, you don't
You
get
can
the reward of
And
the
you can
view
test the
there.
depth of the
Yes.
of the mire you're walking in.
It comes in very useful.
Actually, I did rescue somebody, actually, didn't I?
Yeah,
On the
you
beer
did.
path. I pulled him out of the shrubbery where he'd gone into the brambles.
He's
near
there's
Beer.
there's a run called the Grizzly from Seaton.
Yes, I've seen the.
And he was training for the Grizzly, and he went into the brambles because he saw a sign that said that it was a 12-mile
Yeah,
mark or something like
17-mile
that
mark, yeah.
from a previous year. And he
Yeah.
said, "I've been seeing this sign for ages, and I'm just going to rescue
And
it."
he couldn't get out.
Oh,
So I got my stick, give him a hand.
oh,
So
blimey.
you never know when it comes in handy.
Indeed.
Well, what happened to me is, how cows and horses all congregate at the bottom of the field near
Yeah.
the gates, and they're all standing there for days, and they're all like
Yeah.
pooing and peeing
Yeah,
and stuff like that,
churning it all
and
up.
getting to the gate, and I could feel myself sinking, and so I made this effort to reach the gate and missed, and I fell short, and I just went straight in it. And so I ended up the following afternoon in a coin op, like getting everything clean
Oh,
because
yeah.
keeping it in a camper van, and it was,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
dreadful.
You can't dry stuff
I
in
considered ditching it, but I mean, this is quite expensive.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
and I couldn't chuck it all away,
No.
so I had to go and
Yeah,
get it all
waste.
clean.
It's good. The high-vis stuff, very good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Just
nice,
in
nice.
case,
Good.
just in case you do
Yeah.
end up in the mine.
I mean, my jeans. I'm wearing these jeans. I wore a 36 when I left Grimsby. These are I wear 30 normally, but I'm just using up my old ones.
You didn't eat enough pasties in Cornwall, obviously.
Look, it's been lovely having a laugh with
Nice
you
to
two.
meet you too.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
Have a
yeah,
good
but-
trip, and wish you well. We'll have
Yeah,
a look
yeah.
at your.
Yeah, we'll
have a
definitely
look on
love
YouTube.
it.
That'd be nice.
Brilliant. All right.
Thank
take care.
you. Bye bye now.
Bye.
So I'm still at the top of the mountain here, and I've met this very nice lady called Radka, who's from the Czech Republic. So you was telling me you've been here to this country many times.
Yeah, many times, but here at this place only once.
Yes,
It's a beautiful hiking
Yes.
on the coast.
yes, and it's stunning, isn't it? It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, amazing.
I mean, you have a beautiful country. I've been to Prague, and I've been around your country several times myself, and it's a fabulous place. But it's very nice to see you here, and you're the first person I've met from the Czech Republic on this walk. So thank you very much.
For me, it was lovely to meet you as well.
Thank you very much indeed, Radka. Lovely.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye
Bye.
now. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
It's 6 o'clock now on the 23rd of April, and I've met Gina, and Gina was telling me a story about the windmill, and even though you don't think you think it's true, and I'm sure it is, but it's a very fascinating story, Gina. What would you tell me again, please?
Well, it was a working windmill, of course,
Yeah.
but at the time Napoleonic Wars, when trading was not supposed to be taking place between France and England, and of course the smugglers were out along this coast. So this is a smuggler's village. It's said that they used the vanes of the windmill to warn boats that were coming in, smugglers' boats that were coming in, that the coast guards were around.
Yeah.
So don't come in here, go along the coast. Or they'd have them at a position where it says, you're all right, come in.
Right, that's incredible. That's incredible.
All along this coast, Newhaven, Peacehaven, Rottingdean.
Right.
Yeah, there are tunnels everywhere in Rottingdean.
It's amazing when you hear these stories of those times. It seems that smuggling was probably the biggest business in the world, really, if you know what I mean. In that,
yeah.
you know, I'm from the Yorkshire coast. And,
Yes.
And they tell me that you know, the smaller places like Whitby and Robin Hood's Bay, it was just they're almost like the smuggling capital of Britain almost. You know,
Well, tea, they needed their tea here, you
Yes.
see, and brandy and
Yes.
lace.
all
Yes.
the different things, isn't it? It's quite amazing.
War was not going to get in between that.
No. And do you live in the village then?
Yes, I do,
Oh,
yes.
right.
I live across the green. Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that information. I'm quite sure my friend Darren will be very pleased to hear.
It's
that.
lovely to meet you.
Yes. And thank you very much indeed for your time with that. That's lovely. Thank
Okay.
you.
How you going?
These are two very nice people I've met.
Very
It's
nice.
Kerry and Neil, and they're from Australia. And are you just setting off on the coast to coast? Is that the idea?
Day one.
Coast
yeah,
to coast.
day one of the
Right.
coast to coast.
And then we finish coast to coast, and we're going to do the Highland Way.
We're going
Oh.
up from Glasgow to Inverness. We're walking
That's
up there.
fabulous. Yeah, that's really good. People tell me you've got to be watchful of all the midges and the flies and stuff at that. You know, late in the year. Apparently, they get to be
In
overpowering.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Midges don't normally bother me.
No, well, fair enough.
Flies do.
So, what other walk? Have you been to Britain before walking at all?
No.
Right. First adventure. Do you like it up to now then?
We did the Camino last year. That was great.
Right.
Yeah,
We're
we've done a
back
few
We're
other
back for
walks.
England this year, so
You couldn't have picked better weather on this coast.
and next year will be Italy.
Italy.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
I
our
lived
packs
in-
are full of raincoats. It's supposed to rain. This
Really?
is England.
No, well, I haven't brought a coat with me. It's the first time today that I didn't bring a coat with me. But no, it's been a pleasure to meet you. I wish you every success. You've got 139 miles to go.
Oh, thank you.
And
Not a
I thought it
problem.
was more than that.
when you get to Robin Hood's Bay, there's a very nice hotel there called the Bay Hotel, which is immediately as far as you can get towards the sea. And it was my wife's birthday, 50th birthday, many years ago, and we stayed in the top room, and the view was unbelievable. Absolutely. But that coast, Whitby, go to Whitby. It's a fabulous place. It really is. Which is only just up the coast.
Yeah.
And,
We might be too tired. We might be resting on our day.
well, quite possibly, but you can get a bus. You know what I mean? It's only about 4 or 5 miles, but it's worth a visit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Done.
best of luck to you. And as I
Yeah,
said,
you too.
look me up, Jim's Coast Path Walk.
Coast path.
Just put that in and it comes up.
Done.
Okay.
This is Alex and this
Hi
is
there.
Louise, and I've just been walking along the beach here. I'm heading along, I've been up the John Muir Way, which starts somewhere around the Hydra Lighthouse, which is immediately behind me. And we've just been sort of chewing the fat for a few minutes, and so you're over here on a sort of a special reason then, in what you were saying. You come over for
I come over here once a month to see my children
Yes.
and catch up with my family.
Yes.
And today, with the weather being so nice, just taking a walk along to North Berwick.
Yes,
And yeah,
fabulous.
it's lovely.
And you as well, Louise. You're both in this. You're a paramedic and you're a
Radiographer.
radiographer. So
Yeah.
you're both in the medical business.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
good. And is
So
this
having
is
some
this?
downtime.
Pardon?
Having some downtime.
Yes.
Nice walk.
I must admit, I've been here before with my father-in-law and my wife, and
It's a beautiful spot.
my father-in-law spread his wife's ashes by the lighthouse, which is where I want to go. And we also went on the boat around the Bass Rock, where there's
Yeah.
100,000 gannets. That was quite incredible. Have you
Yeah.
done that yet?
I've taken the boat, the Maid, is it the Maiden of the Forth or something like that, from
Right.
South Queensferry, and you get
Right.
you ride along with the puffins, and
Oh, right.
they take you out to the Bass Rock to see the gannets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going and seeing all that
Yeah,
again.
it's really good. You can catch it from South Queensferry. Have you been to say? Queensland?
Yes, many years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's where I'm going to be heading. This is where the logistics come in a bit awkward. I've got my camper van with me, and so actually getting across the river, I'm going to catch the train there and back, and then drive across the bridge. And that's the way I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, when you get these estuaries and all the rest of it,
That's
and
a problem,
inlets,
isn't it?
you've got to adjust the. It can be rather complicated.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But on saying that, I would never have been able to do this without my camper van.
Yeah.
And what I do is I just drive from A to B, leave the van, get a bus back from B to A, and then I walk from A to B. That's the general rule.
Yeah.
Like at the moment it's in Dunbar, and I got a bus to here this morning to walk to Edinburgh, because parking at this time of year can be a nightmare. So then I'll just get a bus back all the way back, because the weather forecast is not good for the
No, it's going to rain.
So I'm just going to sit on a site and edit this up and get in touch with everybody again.
Okay.
Real pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you. And keep in touch. It'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're thinking about your wife. What's your wife's name?
Trish.
Trish. Okay then.
Thank you very much indeed.
Right, Jim.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye bye now.
take care.
Bye.
Now let's have a look at this fella. Where is he? Come on then. Where's that ball? Come on, give me the ball. Give me the ball then. No, he's desperate now, isn't he? Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I've met Victor and Si, who are heading in the opposite direction to me, and they're on the Coastal Path walk, and they're heading at the moment for St David's. So, are you enjoying this coastal path?
Very much. It's been great so far, but we've started only last Wednesday, so it's quite short so far, but
yes,
we'll see what happens next.
Right, and you say you've been to St David's before. Do I assume you've walked to this part of the world before then?
No, actually no. I just came with a friend camping around St David's for just a weekend, and we visited St David's and went back, so it's the first time we walk around here.
Excellent, that's really good. And where are you from?
I'm French.
You're French? Oh, well, I would never have detected that. I mean, you speak very good English without a French accent. I'd have said more Dutch, you know.
Yeah, with a strange accent, indeed.
Yes. And you, Si, is this your first experience of the Welsh coast?
Definitely my first time in Welsh coast, and also my first time in Wales.
Really? And where are you from originally?
I'm from Japan.
From Japan, that's fantastic. And have you done any walking in your own country or in other countries?
No, I'm never a very active person.
Not a very active person.
No.
We walked a bit in Palestine.
Yes, we walked a bit in Palestine, but it's my very first time to do a
trekking.
1 week, 10-day long trekking.
Good. I don't know about you, but I don't think you had much dealings with the Welsh people, but they're very friendly people, aren't they? They're very helpful and very
really
kind.
nice so far. They've been amazing, really.
Yes, I mean I've been absolutely knocked out with Wales in general. I always believe to go to a country you've got to go and have a look at the coastal path, otherwise you haven't seen anything. and I think it's an absolutely splendid place. I really like Wales.
Yeah, me too. It's really great around here.
But it's been really nice meeting you. I know you want to get on, and so do I. So have a good time in St David's, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your walk.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here's two people that I actually saw on the coastal path earlier on. They were walking along. I think you overtook me quite a long way back actually, but I do remember you. I remember your faces. And have you walked from Westwood Ho today?
No, we just started pretty much where we met you. We cheated and drove the car down to that mill place. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, well you can just see it. There wasn't a great deal there, was there, to be honest with you? I was a bit disappointed with that really. I was gagging for a cup of tea and you couldn't get a cup of tea, and there was no pubs or anything really.
It was very quiet.
It just seemed really strange. Maybe it's all like holiday let places or something.
It was still picturesque.
Oh yes, I agree with you. But this is magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stunning.
Yeah. So whereabouts have you come from then? Have you come far?
Well, I've just moved to North Devon, just to Yelland, so I'm just kind of exploring.
Right.
This is like my 4th weekend here.
Yes.
So I'm just exploring the area. And,
right. What made you choose an area like this then?
The surfing, try to get closer to the surfing.
Right, you're a surfer.
Yeah. I work in Bristol and been living there, so...
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, there is quite a lot of surfing around here, isn't there? There's some good surfing. I saw quite a lot of people at Westwood Ho, actually. There was quite a lot of people there yesterday.
Yeah, I was in there yesterday, actually.
Right.
Yeah, there was great surf. It was a beautiful day, so...
Yeah, it was, it certainly is. And what about you? I mean, you look fit and active, and you was getting a bit of a move on. I know you went flashing past me. Mind you, I'm taking video most of the time, so it's a bit tortoise and the hare with me.
Yeah, no, I'm just visiting for the weekend, working in Bristol.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything like this before. Actually, it's quite unique. This place, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I wonder about the practicality of living here. To be honest with you, you know, it'd be a real performance getting furniture in and messing around like that. I don't know how to do it. You know,
well, that's what those pallet sleds are all about. I think. Isn't
Yes,
it? They
that's
use
right.
the donkeys to pull supplies up.
Oh, they've got donkeys as well, have they?
There's donkeys at the top. Yeah,
Ah,
there's
right.
a little donkey stable that you can go have a look around.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Have a donkey ride if you really want to.
Sorry?
Have a donkey ride if you
Well,
really
yeah, I
want
could probably get a donkey to take me up. No, I've walked 16 and a half miles today. It's quite a walk. That last stretch, that road, just seems to go on forever, doesn't it? It just goes on and on.
A lot longer than we thought. Yeah.
Did you see the sign? There was a seat there, and on the seat it said it was built in 1901. The road it was extended by 833 yards or something.
Yeah.
You can imagine what kind of community this was all those years ago. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. Well, look, it's been really a real pleasure meeting you, and nice to see young people on the coastal path. To be honest with you, most people are around about my age, about 70-ish, and pensioners and all the rest of it, who have suddenly got a lot of time on their hands and plenty of money, and so they take to walking on the coastal path and exploring all these places.
Yeah.
But I think North Devon is absolutely stunning. I think you made a good choice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And you can get all your skiing, and you're not that far from places like Newquay and all of those, are you?
That's it. Yeah.
You're not a million
it's still
miles
fairly
away.
accessible. So
Yeah. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
And carry on walking.
Thanks. You too. Yeah. Good luck.
Hartvik, and this is Anna, and they're from Norway, and I've met them here on the Holyhead Mountain. So you're here for a holiday, quite obviously a walking holiday. How are you finding it? Is it good?
Yes, very good.
Yes.
We just love coastal paths.
Yeah, it's a different thing, isn't it? Unless you do the coastal path, you don't see half of wherever you are, whether it's Norway, whether it's England. You know, you've got to get on these paths to admire the beauty. Yes. Definitely.
We're not so fascinating in big cities. Most of the Norwegian, they go to London. But we like to go the coastal path.
Yes, absolutely. And where else have you been apart from that? Is this your first time here?
First time here in this area. Yeah, but we walked the coastal path, southwest coastal path from where was it? From Poole to nearly to Plymouth, but not in one go, in several goes.
I bet that's a nice path as well, because it's got high cliffs and everything, and the weather's very good down there.
Yeah.
I'm making my way that way. I'll eventually end up down there by about Christmas, I think, by the time I get there. But you know, it's very nice to see people like you here in this country doing all these walks. I've met people from all over the world over the last 4 months since I've been doing this walk. Lots of Australians and lots of Americans and a lot of Europeans as well. But I'm very pleased that you're enjoying it, and I wish you a very, very happy holiday. And it was very, very nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. So this is John and Gwen from
Buxton in Derbyshire.
Buxton.
In the Peak District.
You've got plenty of nice walks around there, John.
Yeah. All over.
Absolutely. I mean, my wife and I go in the peaks quite a lot. She's a climber, so usually Stanage in that area. You know, there's some nice walks, and there's a really nice campsite at Bamford that we stay at. So you can walk around. I can't remember the name of it now. There's a big reservoir just.
Lady Bower.
Lady Bower, that's the one. Yes. So what are you doing in Wales then, John?
Well, basically, we don't come that often. Up that just go some walks, nice short break.
Yes.
And we like walking, so that's about it really. The weather's not bad at all for it.
It isn't. It's been brilliant, really.
Yes.
And you, Gwen, obviously you're an avid walker as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I walk with the U3A on a Wednesday with a group, as well as walking with John. Yes. I'm really only getting back into walking now after 12 months because I broke my ankle on Brinham Rocks in Yorkshire last August. So it still isn't right.
Isn't it really?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I've got a friend, Rosemary, who I met on the beach somewhere near Bridlington. Didn't know she was walking a dog. I was walking one way, she was walking the other, and she's done exactly the same.
Yeah.
And she's had the
Easy
pop
dog.
taken off, but it's not healed until they've got to put it all on again, and she's really frustrated. That's why she likes watching these films that on YouTube. So you're heading now for Carnarvon then, are you?
Carnarvon, yes, that's right.
Right. Have you been there before?
I have biked through there just a couple of times, yes.
Yeah.
On push bike.
It's a lovely place.
Lovely place.
The only bad thing about it is if you want to get any photography in there, the castle's just surrounded by cars. You can't get near it. It's just like one big car park, and it is really unsightly, and it really does spoil the
problem
place.
all over that, I think.
Yes, it is. You just can't get any decent shots without people walking past or cars driving past. You know. Anyway, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I wish you every success in the future and wherever you're going. And
I know you may finish up where you end up. Where you want
well,
to end.
it's a long walk. I'm up for it. You know, I always have a really big breakfast in the morning and fill myself up with carbohydrate. Yeah, it's Jim. And you can check me out now, or if not, if you can't, your sons can.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Okay.
These are the stall holders.
So, are you ladies sort of car boot specialists then, or do you just come here?
We only come here in Taryn,
Right.
but we've got caravans here, so we are here for most of the season. So
Right.
we bring all our stuff from home and sell it here.
Well, that's a good idea. It raises a few quid, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
What do you do with the money, just out of interest? Do you...
We just spend it on ourselves.
Well, that's fair enough, isn't it? Yeah. No, I mean, I always thought that the day of the really big sort of car boot sales was over, but you look around in different cities and there's some massive car boot sales.
And this one's getting bigger, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's got more popular as the season's gone on.
Yes. Oh, well, I'm very pleased. So, are you doing all right with it?
Yeah, we do all right every week, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I've had the odd car boot myself over the years and got rid of a load of junk, you know, that you wouldn't bin it, really, to be honest with you, but it does bring a few quid in, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
But the reason I ask you, I mean, some people are quite professionals at
Oh
this.
yeah, there are people here who go and buy lots at auctions and that. This is just our own personal stuff and
Right.
stuff we get given by family and friends.
Right. Oh, well,
So,
that's great. Oh, well, thanks for letting me, just take a quick shot, but that's very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm about 10 minutes out of Lanridian, and I bumped into this lady, and your name is, please?
Pam.
Pam. And where have you been, Pam? Are you just having a wander around today?
Yes, I had a walk to the castle and back.
Yes. Okay. So how far is the castle from here?
I've done about 3.5 miles.
Oh, right. So I'll keep my eye open on that. It's worth seeing, is it?
Well, you can't see it from the coastal path, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh dear, oh dear. And I was just saying to you, have a look in the church down there and see that Viking stone. It's all right. So it doesn't look much, but it's worth looking at.
Will do.
You know.
Will do.
You say you're from the Midlands. Anywhere in particular?
Droitwich.
Droitwich. Oh, right. That's southwest of Birmingham, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Oh well, that's quite a nice area. I used to live at one time in the south of Birmingham, Earlswood. I don't know if you know that way,
I know
towards
Earlswood,
Redditch.
Yes.
You know, on the Stratford Road.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's a nice area, very nice area. There's some good walking around there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's too busy.
It is. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Far too busy.
Yeah.
Far too many motorways.
So you say you've got a caravan nearby. Do you come up at this part of the world very often?
As often as I can.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's very nice. That's very nice. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
And you.
Okay.
Best of luck in the rest of your walk.
Thank you very much indeed. Very nice to meet you.
And you.
And your doggy's been a naughty boy, apparently.
Yes, Herbie.
What have you been doing? What have you been doing, eh? You've been chasing foxes?
No, he's rolled in some fox.
Oh, you've been rolling in fox poo. That's a bit up beyond the pale, isn't it?
And it smells horrible.
And he looks so innocent, doesn't he?
Yes, oh yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye now. Bye. So here I am at the Pantry in Pardon, which is just south of Whitehaven, and who should I bump into but Stuart Green, who used to play for Hull City, and he's here with his wife and family, just having an afternoon. And it's very nice to meet you, Stuart. So tell me about yourself. What have you been doing since Hull City?
I've been coaching in schools with some kids and enjoying that.
Yeah.
Enjoying the quiet life as it is up here.
Yeah.
I keep in touch with Hull all the time, see how they're doing, as I love the club and always will do.
Yeah.
And yeah, just enjoying the quiet life.
Yeah, well, that's really good. because you was with City for about 5 years and then you moved on to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, tough time really leaving because I loved the club and I didn't really want to leave, but that's football and you move on. And it's in the past now, but my memories of Hull are all positive ones really. You know, promotions and part of the club's history, which is really proud.
Yeah, that's great, because if you was at Bulfrey Park, my dad was there. Harry, he worked for about, I don't know, 20 years, and he just used to like go around maintaining the turnstiles and all that.
If I seen him, I would probably recognise him and know him. There's some lovely people work there and probably still do. And I had such great times there, only for a short period at Bulfrey Park. But like we were saying earlier, I preferred it there. I love Bulfrey Park and the whole club really.
Yeah. Well, great to see you, mate.
And you.
Yeah, very nice to see you.
Safe journey.
Yeah, thank you very much.